Hello class 6 students, welcome to the science digital class. Today we are starting chapter 14 of your textbook, which is light, shadows and reflection. So open your books and start reading with me. Chapter at a glance. Light, rectilinear propagation of light, shadow, pinhole camera, sources of light, bay of beam, eclipses. Look at the given pictures and answer the following questions. Number first, what is the source of light? Number 2, can you see the rays of light? Do the rays of light travel straight? Number 4, are the rays spreading? Number 5, why can you not see the source of light? Light. Light is the form of energy which is needed to see things. We cannot see any object in the darkness of night. When light is stopped by an object, then shadow is formed. When the rays of light which fall on the surface of an object are sent back, then reflection of light takes place. Two great scientists, Sir Isaac Newton and Christian Huygens, gave out the principle of nature of light. तो लाइट नहीं होती तो हम कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं देख सकते थे. हमें कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट देखने का सोर्स होता है लाइट. जब लाइट किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पर पड़ती है और फिर जब रिफ्लेक्ट बैक होती है तभी हम उस ऑब्जेक्ट को देख सकते हैं. तो लाइट हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. नेक्स्ट, सोर्सेज ऑफ लाइट. लाइट हमें कहाँ से मिलती है? Any object that emits light is called a source of light. Sources of light can be natural or artificial. तो लाइट के नेचुरल सोर्सेज कौन कौन से होते हैं? नेचुरल सोर्सेज. The sun, the stars and fireflies are the natural sources of light. Number 2, man-made sources. Candle, electric bulbs, CFLs, LEDs, oil lamps, etc. are made by humans. They are called man-made और artificial sources of light. और हमारे सारे artificial sources के यहाँ पर पिक्चर दिए हुए हैं, जैसे कि candles, LEDs, bulbs, etc. Luminous and non-luminous objects. Luminous objects, the object which emit, give out light are called luminous objects. Sun, stars, bulbs and tube lights are some example of luminous objects. In fact, all sources of light are luminous objects. तो ल्यूमिनस ऑब्जेक्ट्स वो होते हैं जो लाइट एमिट करते हैं, यानी कि जिनसे लाइट निकलती है. तो जितने भी सोर्स ऑफ लाइट होते हैं, चाहे फिर वो नेचुरल हो या मैनमेड, दे आर ऑल ल्यूमिनस ऑब्जेक्ट्स. इन दिस इमेज यू कैन सी अ बल्ब एंड अ ट्यूब लाइट. नॉन ल्यूमिनस ऑब्जेक्ट्स. द ऑब्जेक्ट्स which do not emit light or give out are called non-luminous objects. The non-luminous objects, however, shine or are visible because they reflect or scatter the light falling on them from some luminous object. Table, chair, moon, pencil, paper, etc. are some examples of non-luminous objects. तो non-luminous objects वो होते हैं जिनसे लाइट एमिट नहीं होती, बट हम फिर भी उन्हें देख सकते हैं. कैसे? क्योंकि उन पर पड़ने वाली लाइट जब रिफ्लेक्ट होती है या स्केटर होती है, उससे हम उन्हें देख सकते हैं. As you can see in this picture, इस पिक्चर में हम देख सकते हैं कि मून एंड चेयर का एग्जाम्पल दिया है. मून एंड चेयर दोनों ही नॉन ल्यूमिनस ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं. ट्रांसपेरेंट, ट्रांसलूसेंट एंड ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट्स. There are 3 situations which occur when light falls on an object. जब भी लाइट किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पर फॉल करती है तो 3 तरीके की सिचुएशन बन सकती है. Let's see them. The light passes through an object. Light passes partially through an object. Light is either absorbed or reflected by the object. An object which allows light to pass through it is called transparent object. Glass, water, acrylic sheets, cellophane paper and air are the examples of transparent objects. Transparent objects वो होते हैं जिनके अंदर से लाइट completely पास कर जाती है और उसकी वजह से हमें सब कुछ उनके आर पार दिखाई देता है. An object which allows only a part of light through it is called translucent object. Frosted glass, ground glass, wax paper are blurred and skin are the examples of translucent objects. An object which does not allow light to pass through it is called an opaque object. Wood, cardboard, metals, most rocks and stones are the examples of opaque objects. और ट्रांसलूसेंट ऑब्जेक्ट वो होते हैं या मटेरियल वो होते हैं जिनके अंदर से लाइट थोड़ी थोड़ी पास कर जाती है. और ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट्स वो होते हैं जिनके अंदर से लाइट बिल्कुल पास ऑन नहीं करती, इसलिए हम उनके आर पार नहीं देख सकते। रेक्टिलिनियर प्रोपगेशन of light. When you switch on a torch in the dark, light appears to go on straight outwards. While seeing a film in a cinema hall, you may have noticed that the light from the projector appears to go in straight line towards the screen. All these observations show that light travels in a straight line. The property of light traveling in straight line in a medium is called rectilinear propagation of light. लाइट का स्ट्रेट लाइन में ट्रैवल करना ही रेक्टिलिनियर प्रोपगेशन होता है। इफेक्ट ऑफ रेक्टिलिनियर प्रोपगेशन ऑफ लाइट। लाइट के रेक्टिलिनियर प्रोपगेशन के क्या क्या इफेक्ट्स होते हैं? द रेक्टिलिनियर प्रोपगेशन ऑफ लाइट इज हेल्पफुल इन फॉर्मेशन ऑफ शैडोज, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ एक्लिप्सेस एंड फॉर्मेशन ऑफ इमेजेस, एज इन द केस ऑफ अ पिन होल कैमरा। रे एंड बीम। When we want to represent the propagation of light with a diagram, we represent it with the help of rays and beams. Number 1, ray of a light. The amount of light traveling along a straight line is called a ray of light. Number 2, beam. A group of light rays moving in an organized manner is called a beam of light. It is of 3 types. Number A, parallel beam. A collection of rays traveling parallel to each other is known as parallel beam of light. The distance between the rays remains the same. In this image, एक parallel beam हम देख सकते हैं. Number B, convergent beam. When the rays in beam come towards each other and the distance between the rays goes on decreasing till the rays converge or meet at a point, the beam is called a convergent beam. जब भी हम रेज को देखते हैं और एक डिस्टेंस पे आने के बाद सारी रेज आपस में मिक्स हो जाती हैं, उन्हें कन्वर्जेंट बीम कहा जाता है, जैसा कि इस डायग्राम में हमें दिख रहा है। नंबर सी, डाइवर्जेंट बीम। इन अ डाइवर्जेंट बीम द रेज स्प्रेड आउट और diverge from a point and the distance between the rays go on increasing. डाइवर्जेंट बीम वो होता है जब रेज आपस में एक दूसरे से दूर होती जाती हैं और उनके बीच का डिस्टेंस बढ़ता जाता है, जैसा कि इस इमेज में दिख रहा है। नेक्स्ट इज शैडो। परछाई क्या होती है? लेट्स सी। अ शैडो इज द डार्क एरिया फॉर्म्ड बाय एन ओपेक ऑब्जेक्ट व्हेन इट प्रिवेंट्स द लाइट फ्रॉम फॉलिंग ऑन अनदर ऑब्जेक्ट और सरफेस। Thus, for the formation of a shadow, you need the following 3 things. Number 1, a source of light. Number 2, an opaque object that obstructs or comes in the way of the source of light. Number 3, a screen. Knowledge basket. There is an English law called the right to light. The law dictates that if someone has received natural light in their building for more than 20 years, they are allowed to forbid the construction of buildings that would block this stream of light. Characteristics of a shadow. Shadow के characteristics कौन कौन से होते हैं? Let's see. Number 1, a shadow is formed when the light is blocked by an opaque object. जब कोई opaque object light को block करता है तभी shadow का formation होता है. Number 2, it is always black no matter what the color of object is. This is because the shadow is formed in the absence of light rays. Number 3, it gives an idea about the shape of an object. It, however, gives no detail of the object. The size of a shadow depends on the position of the source of light with respect to the object. The shadow of an object is formed only on another opaque object surface called the screen. Eclipses. An eclipse is an event which is caused due to a straight line configuration of 3 celestial bodies, the sun, the moon and the earth. The term eclipse is most often used to describe either a solar eclipse when the moon's shadow crosses the earth's surface or a lunar eclipse when the moon moves into the earth's shadow. Let us study how these eclipses occur. Solar eclipse. A solar eclipse occurs when the sun, the moon and the earth lie in a straight line with the moon in the center. The moon blocks the light of the sun from reaching the earth. Thus, the shadow of the moon is formed on the earth. Due to that respective positions of the sun, the moon and the earth, a solar eclipse always occurs on a new or no moon day. The part of the earth which lies in the umbra region of the moon's shadow experiences a total solar eclipse and the part of the earth lying in the penumbra of the moon's shadow experiences a partial solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occurs when the sun, the earth and the moon are in straight line with the earth in the center. In this position, we have a full moon day on the earth. As the moon passes through the earth's shadow, we experience a lunar eclipse. In this image, we can see a lunar eclipse. The different stages of the lunar eclipse are discussed below. When the moon lies completely in the umbra region of the earth's shadow, it is a total lunar eclipse. When the moon lies partly in the umbra region and partly in the penumbra region, it is partial lunar eclipse. When the moon lies completely in the penumbra region of the earth's shadow, there is no lunar eclipse. It is so because the penumbra region is a region which is partly illuminated and the moon in this region receives some light. Pinhole camera. Pinhole camera is based on principle that light travels in a straight line. Construction. Pinhole camera का construction कैसे होता है? Let's see. A pinhole camera consists of a cardboard or wooden box having a pinhole in its front face and a translucent grounded glass wax paper screen at the back. The distance between the pinhole and the screen may be fixed or adjusted. The distance between the pinhole and the screen can be adjusted by moving the screen towards or away from the pinhole. The distance between the pinhole and the screen may be fixed or adjustable. The distance between the pinhole and the screen can be adjusted by moving the screen towards or away from the pinhole. Working. When the pinhole of the camera is turned towards a bright object, a real inverted image of the object is formed on the screen. Characteristic of image formed. जो इमेज बनती है पिनहोल कैमरा से वो कैसी होती है, उसके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या होते हैं? Let's see. The image formed is real and inverted. Image is generally smaller than the size of the object. Advantages of a pinhole camera. A pinhole camera has the following advantages. No focusing is required. There is no lens in a pinhole camera. Therefore, the image is free from spherical and chromatic aberrations. Disadvantages of a pinhole camera. A pinhole camera has the following disadvantages. The image form does not give any details. Usually, the image is hazy. Image is obtained on the screen. No permanent record of the image can be obtained. Pinhole camera cannot be used for studying moving objects. Now, let's see the reflection of light. The bouncing of light from a surface is called reflection. A mirror reflects almost all the light falling on it. A ray of light which falls on an object is called incident ray of light. A ray of light which gets bounced or reflected from the surface of an object is called reflected ray of light. The perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence is called the normal. The angle between the incident ray and the normal at the point of incidence is called angle of incidence. It is generally represented by angle I. The angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called the angle of reflection. It is represented by angle R. Reflected light वो लाइट होती है जो जब भी किसी स्क्रीन पर या किसी ऑब्जेक्ट पर पड़ती है और वापस से सेम डायरेक्शन में या थोड़ी से स्केटेड डायरेक्शन में रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाती है, ऐसी लाइट को रिफ्लेक्टेड लाइट कहते हैं. Regular and irregular reflection. The surface of a mirror is very smooth. When a ray of light falls on this surface, it gets reflected along a particular direction. This is the reason that a smooth surface gives a sharp and clear image. Reflection of light from a smooth mirror is called regular reflection. किसी भी smooth mirror से जो reflection होता है उसे regular reflection कहते हैं. If the reflected surface is irregular, rough, the ray of light that fall on it are scattered in all directions. This is called irregular or diffused reflection. और किसी rough surface से होने वाले reflection को irregular या फिर diffuse reflection कहते हैं. Knowledge basket. The first person to calculate the size of the planet Earth with a high degree of accuracy used simple geometric equations and measurements of shadows. Eratosthenes, the head librarian of the Great Library of Alexandria, performed this feat over 2000 years ago, around 250 BCE. Now let's see कि shadow और image में क्या क्या differences होते हैं. Let's first see image. Image is of the same color as the object. Shadow is black. Image is formed due to reflection or refraction of light. Shadow is formed when light falls on an opaque body. Number 3. The image is of the same size as the object. The size of the shadow depends on the position of the source of light and may be bigger or smaller than the object. Image gives more information such as color, structure, etc. about the object. Shadow does not provide any detail about the object. It gives an idea about the shape of the object. Tech Talk. An emerging technology is additive manufacturing or 3D printing, which is forecast to be growing at more than 26% a year through 2023. It's being used in everything from metal parts manufacturing in the automotive industry to design the manufacturing of custom optics to the fabrication of artificial limbs, blood vessels and heart valves. Moral learned. In life, we should embrace the things that are unique about us as opposed to being embarrassed by them. Our imperfections are really gifts, but we must learn to see them as gifts. Let your shadow be a daily reminder to embrace your uniqueness. Recapitulation. Light is form of energy which is needed to see things. Any object that emits light is called a source of light. The objects which emit light are called luminous objects. An object which allows light to pass through it is called transparent object. An object which allows only a part of light pass through it is called translucent object. An object which does not allow the light to pass through it is called an opaque object. Thank you class. Let's meet again in the next chapter.